Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Cancer, November 16, 2024. You want to keep busy and engaged today, with the moon moving into your solar house. But while this is a light-hearted area of the chart, the mood early today can be somewhat tense. A Mercury-Pluto minor challenging aspect can darken the mood a touch, making it easier to see the negative potentials of a situation or second-guess people around you temporarily. Be kind to yourself and avoid suspicion beyond healthy skepticism now. Heavier than usual conversations may happen, but they should probably be navigated with more care than usual. While you shouldn't avoid important topics altogether, it's best to be as aboveboard as possible and back out of anything that looks or feels off. As the day advances, you have a special personal appeal and magnetism. Networking and friendships can be rich sources of information, enjoyment, or even inspiration. An immensely intense full moon will shock the heavens tomorrow and echo out until the middle of next week. It energizes your solar house of ideas and communication, pushing you to embrace your plans and announce them to others and your partner. Another way this energy may propel you is to be traveling a great deal more over the coming 6 months. Talk with your significant other about places you'd like to venture out to and see what the world has to offer you. Singles can use this energy to meet someone new around their neighborhood or nearby locale. Pay attention to the vibrations at work. Your intuition will heighten as the moon enters Taurus, its exaltation. The lunar energy will call attention to subliminal messages, auras, and more. You might pick up on something that your coworkers would miss. Since there is so much to take in, you could use this information to adjust your professional skills and capabilities. Later today, the moon will sextile Saturn retrograde in your sign, encouraging you to change according to the vibe at work. It will make you a better coworker and leader. Flexibility is important for you. There may be a correlation between what you do for your body and what you are able to do in relationships. If you ignore what you need to do for your body, you may ignore what you ought to be doing in your relationships to boot. You are quite capable of changing things for the better and coming out on top. Start the process by removing the greasy favorites from your diet and cutting back on caffeine intake. And do drink more water. Welcome to a day. You can expect more emphasis on social interaction and light-hearted fun today. If you can, stick to no-brainer tasks such as housework or filing, because concentration for any length of time won't come easily. Ideally, you would be able to spend the day hanging out with friends and family. But if this isn't possible, see about making some plans for this kind of thing for after work. Some laughter and sharing will do you a world of good. Before returning to your communication sector to begin the lead-up to a full moon that, over the coming days, will bring a chance to overcome old communication roadblocks and barriers. Whether real or imagined, the moon is wrapping up what has been an ordinary but equally game-changing visit to your income sector. This has not only helped to evoke your warrior and competitive spirit on the income and job fronts but has woven Mercury's ability to keep your head in the game and remain mentally focused into the mix. With no more planetary activity in your relationship sector since the Sun and Mercury left in September, it is the planets in your communication sector that are helping to keep things on track. If the communication lines are open, everything else will fall into place. As the moon not only returns to your communication sector today but to begin the lead up to a full moon, this is a chance to not only get the communication lines open, but this could lead to a communication breakthrough. Our eyes in the sky. Hey, cosmic travelers! Today's astrological energy is a fascinating dance between motivation and resistance, as the moon in steady Taurus squares off with energetic Mars in bold Leo. It's a tug-of-war many of us can relate to. One part of you feels the drive to conquer tasks, check off that to-do list, or dive into personal goals. Meanwhile, the other part is tempted to indulge in comfort, lingering in bed, scrolling through your phone, or just savoring the simple joys of doing nothing. If this sounds familiar, take a deep breath and know you're not alone. We've all had days where our ambition feels muted by a cozy kind of inertia. But here's the good news: the hardest step is often the first one. Whether it's rolling out of bed, writing the first sentence of that daunting email, or even just making a mental plan for the day, once you begin, momentum builds naturally. Start small, shine bright. Think of today as an opportunity to prove to yourself how powerful small steps can be. Maybe it's making your bed, brewing your favorite coffee, or setting a timer for a quick 10-minute task. These little actions can work like magic, transforming sluggish energy into a arc of accomplishment. And once that spark catches, who knows? You might find yourself tackling your day like the unstoppable force Mars inspires you to be. A day for reflection and focus. Beyond productivity, today is also an ideal time to refocus on what truly matters. What goals light you up? Which tasks will move the needle in meaningful ways? This is your chance to reset mentally and prioritize with intention. Write down your top 3 priorities for the day, and let those guide your actions. Think of this as building a roadmap not just for today but for the days ahead. And while you're at it, practice patience with yourself and others. Mars' fiery influence can sometimes lead to impatience or tension, especially if things don't go as planned. If a conversation starts to feel heated or you're tempted to vent frustration, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath, choose your words with care, and approach the situation with calm curiosity. By doing so, you can turn potential conflicts into opportunities for understanding and growth. Move your body, clear your mind. Feeling restless? Channel that energy into movement. Whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga flow, or a quick dance break. Physical activity can work wonders for clearing mental cobwebs and restoring balance. Bonus points for getting outside. A breath of fresh air can do wonders for your mood. Don't forget to hydrate and nourish your body, too. Taking care of your physical needs is a simple but powerful way to ground yourself amidst the day's shifting energies. Self-care is non-negotiable. While it's tempting to focus solely on productivity, remember that self-care is an essential part of the equation. Take a moment to ask yourself, what do I need today? Maybe it's an extra long shower, a nourishing meal, or a few quiet minutes to simply breathe. Whatever it is, give yourself permission to enjoy it fully. When we prioritize our own well-being, we're better equipped to show up for others and handle life's challenges. Practice listening and connection. Another theme of the day is balancing enthusiasm with openness. With Mars energizing your ideas, you might feel particularly passionate about your goals or perspectives. That's amazing. But don't forget the power of listening. Have you ever caught yourself so excited to share your thoughts that you missed out on someone else's? Today, practice the art of listening. Pause, ask questions, and truly tune into what others are saying. You might be surprised by the insights you gain.